Hi, guys. My name is Jeff McDonald, and I am here to represent the NIM Foundation. Okay. Yeah. Can we update my PPT to my PPT? Yeah. While they're doing that, let me just get out my phone. This is my app, and if I come in here, here is WeChat. You guys know WeChat, right? There's 1 billion people that are using this WeChat app. And if I come into WeChat, you can see all my contacts. But if you come here, here's the NIM app. NIM is, here we have messages and advertisements. But if you come in a little closer into the WeChat app, into the NIM app, here's a wallet built into the WeChat app. And here's how I can send and receive money within the WeChat app. Now, out of all the developers for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Hyperledger, not one blockchain except for NIM has been able to incorporate into the WeChat platform. And the reason why that is because NIM has this different kind of architecture that's very safe and secure, but also very flexible to work with. So it seems like they have my PPT ready. Let's just remember what I was talking about with WeChat, and then I'll go ahead and start here. I'm going to give you an example of a common problem that we have in the blockchain world. This is, I need to send money. Let's go, say I go into 7-Eleven, and I want to send my coin to 7-Eleven, but maybe I don't have any gas, or maybe I don't have any Zim. This has happened to me a lot of time. I've had ERC20 tokens. They're on my wallet, and then I want to send them to the exchange, and I realize I don't have any Ether. And then I have to go through a hard, long process of getting Ether to send to my wallet so then I can send my tokens out. And if you're in this cryptocurrency sphere long enough, you're going to have this problem happen to you. Well, this has been solved. Let me show you how we're solving this problem. This is called 7-Eleven pays fees, or exchange pays fees, or receiver sponsors fees. So Alice needs to send $2 to 7-Eleven to pay for some goods that she wants to buy, but she doesn't have any gas, she doesn't have any Zim. What 7-Eleven does, it's very simple. 7-Eleven makes a second transaction to send Alice 0.05 Zim. Now that doesn't sound very complicated or we could do that, but before today, this would take 20 minutes. You'd have to do one block for 7-Eleven to send money, and then another block for Alice to send it back. It's a little scary because Alice could run off with the money. How do you trust her? The network could get congestion. Who knows what's going to happen? This is actually one transaction, not two. This is one transaction with two parts. It's included in one transaction hash, in one block, all at one time. It either both parts happen or they don't happen. And this is something called aggregating transactions, aggregate transactions. This is putting multiple transactions with multiple currencies for multiple people together into one transaction. Let me show you another example. This is an example of something that I like to call app creator pays fees, or project creator pays fees, or asset creator pays fees. And this solves a big problem. So we know that this event was organized by Kurt. I don't know if Kurt's here somewhere, but he's wearing a red shirt, if we can see him. Kurt made this conference. And let's say Kurt someday wants to make Kurt Coin. And he wants to put a Kurt Coin app into WeChat, right? A Kurt wallet, right? Let's call it Kurt Pay. He wants Kurt Pay in WeChat. So anybody that comes to a conference, they can get airdropped some Kurt Coin into their phone. So you walk into the door of this conference, and you download the WeChat. You already have the WeChat app. You just add WeChat Kurt Pay to the WeChat wallet. And when you come in, they airdrop $10 of Kurt Coin into your phone. Now, they didn't give you any gas. They didn't give you any ether. And all of a sudden, Colby, he's back there and he's selling little posters of Puerto Rico and hold signs. And you go up to him and he's like, hey, man, I'll sell you this sticker for $5, right? And maybe his name's Bob, right? And so Alice has Kurt coin and she wants to send Bob $5 worth of coin to pay for this, right? But Bob, he doesn't want to be responsible for paying fees. Maybe he thinks it's Alice's job to pay fees, right? So how does this work? Well, Kurt has a lot of Zim, because he knows Nim is very good, and he loves Zim. And Kurt also likes Kurt coin, because it's his coin. So Alice is going to send Kurt 2 cents worth of Kurt coin. And Kurt is going to send Alice 0.05 Zim to pay the transaction fee. Now, we have 3 transactions, but it's not 3 transactions. It's 1 transaction, but 3 parts. And all 3 of these parts happen at the same time. Alice doesn't have any gas. She doesn't have any Zim, but Kurt sponsors all the transaction fees with people using his Kurt Pay app in his WeChat wallet to buy things at Kurt's conference. Seamless entry and exit into the blockchain ecosystem without having to join an exchange, without having to register your ID. This is one of the key points that's been holding blockchain back, and we can do this in NIM. Let me give you another example of a very advanced contract that we're doing in NIM. This is called Multilayered Multisig. So let's say I have an account out here in an exchange, and there's a lot of money in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my phone, and I'm going to use a special contract that only NIM has. It's called a one-of-one multisig. Shouldn't even call it one-of-one multisig. It's just unisig, right? It's just one person signing. So my phone, the account in my phone owns an account in the cloud on the blockchain, okay? Now, what I would normally do is I would be afraid that if I lose this phone, I lose my private key, I lose access to that account. So what I'll do is I'll make a restore account. I'll put it on a paper wallet. I'll put it in my house. I'll hide it, right? But this is a problem because now I have 2 points of exposure, 2 points of vulnerability. What if someone gets into my house? They can find my paper wallet, they can steal my money, or they can go to my phone. So I'm going to do an extra layer of security. The restore account on the paper wallet at my house, it's not just going to be one. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make this a multi-sig account that's controlled by my mother and my brother. So either I send money from the account with my phone, or 2 of 2, my mother and my brother send money from that account. But maybe my mother, she doesn't know crypto very well. Maybe my brother, he goes on vacation a lot. I can't always count on them to be able to restore my account. So I can add my friend. I can make this a 2 of 3, so either my mother and my best friend, or my best friend and my brother. But maybe I don't always trust all my best friends, so I can add another layer. I can make 2 of my best friends. Now it's Alice, Bob, and my mother, or my mother and my brother, or my brother, Alice, and Bob can unlock my account in case of an emergency. This is multi-layered multisig. Let me give you another example. We need decentralized exchanges. We need better exchange security. NIM recently was hit hard when CoinCheck lost $500 million in a hack of the currency of Zim. That wasn't very good for the NIM blockchain. It definitely wasn't very good for CoinCheck, right? So how do we do better security? Again, I have an account that's in the exchange. I have another account that's controlling this account. This is a special one-of-one multisig that only NIM has. Now, I have my phone. This is me controlling this account, which controls another account. You can do this logic, this layered logic on the NIM blockchain. It's super easy. It's just a couple clicks. So I initiate transactions from my exchange account anytime I want from my phone. The exchange doesn't have a private key, but again, what if I lose my phone? Or it's a little bit crazy, right? So we can put a special contract to make it a 2 of 2. So now anytime I make a transaction from the exchange, it takes my phone and it takes the exchange that has an AI that has a private key, and it approves or doesn't approve transactions on my phone. So let's say it's a normal transaction on a normal day with a normal amount, the AI immediately approves. But let's say the transaction is taking all my money and removing it to an account that's a known hacker's account that's collecting stolen funds all over the internet. The exchange can say, no, I'm not going to approve that transaction. Or at least let me call Jeff and double confirm that we want him to do that. So it'll notify me, right? We can do second factor or automation. But again, what if there's a problem? What if I lose my phone? What if the exchange gets hacked? Well, we have an answer. The exchange can set up a hardware wallet that's kept in a safe and only used in case of emergency, in case I lose my private key, in case the exchange's AI gets hacked. It can set up a new private key for the AI. It can set me up a new phone. This hardware wallet is kept online. It's only used in rare occasions to edit the giant contracts, delete branches, add new branches. This is the power of the new NIM protocol and the Catapult technology. Now, everything I mentioned today is not a promise of next year or a lie of an idea that we want to have. This is real technology, right? And I would invite everybody in the audience today, everybody who's watching this, to come and test out our technology. We offer APIs and SDKs. So it's super easy. Even a first-year programmer can take access of any of these advanced contracts that I'm talking about. And if you want to join the testnet, you can join the testnet that does everything that I just mentioned today and more at this website, meegen.io.catapult. Now, this is not open sourced yet. It's planned to be open source next month. This has been in development for 26 months, and we're really happy to give people developer previews for it. So please check us out, join our community, and I'd love to answer any questions later on if you want to ask me. Thank you.